What do I have to do?
All right, so rewinding. This is the dialogue of him realizing what was happening, because I was skipping through it because I thought we're still in the same stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it's like only this one screen of dialogue is what we missed.
All right, so just these four?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn, where did you go? Then suddenly the world shifted. Which is he saying that out loud?
No.
No, it's just like Sigma, and it keeps going, and it's kind of weird.
Yeah, well, that's because it was originally a black screen.
Yeah, it's just...
I think.
For an instant, I was somewhere else entirely. My mind reeled, and then, just as it had begun to adjust, it was gone, as if nothing had happened. What was that? It was the same sensation I felt when I saw the vision of the bombs exploding. In the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was earlier this timeline.
Had it been a premonition?
Remember how we're just now playing the 4 branches that came from the specific branch we played the first day?
I'm trying to
So this is the same timeline where he hugged Fi in the future and explosions happened?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where, because the timeline thing's getting a little muddy now, and I'm trying to figure out what have we experienced on this timeline?
Yeah. It's super hard.
Have we already done a morphogenetic field situation yet since we've played this timeline, or is this our first
one? The game has 500 branches, and every single one of them takes place in the same rooms. Makes it impossible to, because the human brain works that way to an extent. I hear a specific conversation come up or a song play, and it'll take me back to the interstate on ramp I was on when I played last time. But in this game, it's the same locations repeating forever.
Yeah,
and we witnessed the same Alice death happen in the same room 500 times. So whenever you try to think back of what timeline you're in, when you're 30 timelines in, you literally it's so fucking hard to remember where you are.
I'll be honest, that's the only thing that this game has done that's impressive, is that it somehow created its own circular vortex of hell, where you hear a thing and you go, that's deja vu, but then you realize literally the whole game is just deja vu, where you just keep
in the
it.
movie Run Lola Run, she doesn't run to the same convenience store in all 7 timelines or whatever and experience different things happening in the same location.
Yeah,
she goes to a different place in each timeline in that movie.
Same with Groundhog Day.
Things happen.
In every scene of Groundhog Day, he's not in the fucking restaurant where everyone's taking.
You don't watch each scene being confused what timeline you're in.
Yeah,
but this game does that constantly, because they're oh cool, the room with the 3 white chromatic doors. I remember what timeline we're in, which this is a new problem.
It's you were saying.
This is all a new problem because 999 didn't have this, because 999, you didn't repeat locations.
No.
Really.
Because you chose different doors, which had different outcomes. The single
most repeated location in all of 999 was the cafeteria room. Where we could pick 3 different doors.
Yeah, where the beds were.
3 whole branches in one room.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we were going to new locations all the time in that game.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a fucking nightmare headache.
You know
but
what?
At this point, we go to the same room so much. There's only 2 warehouses.
This
whole game has 2 warehouses and the branching hallways between them.
You know what? I'm even more mad because
we'll finish an escape room and they'll be oh yeah, this is one of the timelines where Cork's sick, or this is one of the times where he's not sick, because I forgot already.
Yeah.
Because everything looks and sounds the same.
It makes me more mad, because the thing you complained about in 999 was I wish I had some kind of awareness of where I was in a room or in the ship.
Yeah.
But this game has that. But then it sticks you in the same 6 locations
so it doesn't
the whole game. Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
This game, I don't care how you get between rooms, because it's literally just, there's 2 warehouses and 6 branching, there's 6 hallways that connect them.
Yeah.
That's it.
But every room is the exact same. And also all those hallways
connect to one elevator. And
yes.
Immediately you're okay, I get the layout of this place, because there's nothing to it.
It's literally,
there's just more hallways that are all equally not important.
But the thing that's not confusing, the thing that's aggravating is that it's just copy paste kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you choose the red door versus
it's like knowing the layout to an office building.
Yeah.
It's great, there's 500 cubicles. Whereas in 999, it was a very specific niche complaint I had towards the end of the game, because specifically we had a really constrained path through 999. You take the 5 door or the 4 door at the beginning, or whatever the first 2 were.
Yeah.
And then you have you take these 3 doors in that room with 3 doors. But then after that, when all the crazy endings started happening, they would just go from a place to another place. And I was I don't know how those connect.
Yeah.
And I would be confused.
But
and then and then the ending would happen.
But here it's
the whole 3 endings.
Yeah. But
there were so few.
God. But the thing here that I it's just so hard for me to stop being mad about is that like you choose between the red or the green or the blue door, and when you go inside the red or the green or the blue door, there's the same room with three different doors.
Specifically in the second layer, you choose 3 different doors, and then each of those doors has 3 doors behind them. But ultimately, they just all go to the white room anyway.
Yeah.
So it's like I just don't care how their layout works.
But the problem is that when you pick a door, you suddenly forget like, have we done this door before? Which one are we going through? Have we been?
The thing about the constant map stuff is that like the explanation's not interesting.
Yeah.
Whenever they're like because here's how often the layout of the Zero Escape matters in the game. Sometimes people both cross paths in that they go like one guy goes from warehouse 1 to 2 and the other one goes from 2 to 1, and they don't cross paths. And the fascinating explanation is they took different hallways.
Yes.
Which they show at great length, but it's not interesting. And I can, like, intuitively, I'm like, I already get it without being shown.
Yeah.
Is that they just took different hallways in the list of, like, 6 options.
Yeah, I think the problem is because the layout of this building is just a linear structure that goes up like a skyscraper. And
Except
like you said, it's like an office building.
As far as we can tell.
It's just the same floors, copy paste. Whereas when we were on the Titanic, it was like
it was more interesting because I'm like, okay, each floor had different things on it. This floor is flooded. That's important. And like each thing had different things going on. So that's when I was like, okay, no, how did these connect? Like, did you go back to that lobby, which takes you to there? Because it was more confusing. It was a confusing, complicated, and somewhat important layout. So the omission of information was like, oh, wait, how did that work?
Yeah,
but that's when I'm like, I get it. I always get it. I instantly get it. There's 2 whole floors, and they're the same floor.
Not only do you get it, they want you to be absolutely fucking aware by showing you the movement on the map everywhere, which you start to realize is literally just a movement down the same hallway.
We got to push forward because that whole last thing that just happened is probably a separate podcast episode I cut out. But if somebody, God rest their soul, watched that, then they're immediately going into another rant here.
I'm sorry.
Did we already
read that? This is bad. I need to find Alice now. So wait, if you just go, but where could she? Damn it, Alice, where are you? Really? Are we?
Yeah, apparently. Okay, I guess we can still fuck it up. What about the crew quarters?
yeah, that has to be it. I set off in a dead run. Thanks for the achievement.
Not lying down on the job. It'd be the funniest shit if we didn't remember. Like, where
was that, Keith? I think I've seen her die in the same room like 7 times. It might be in the lounge. Wait, were we in the lounge? No, maybe it's the hospital. I can't remember what the rooms look like. I've only been there 7 times.
It might have been a better implementation if they let us guess the first time. And we were like, it's the place we saw her die in 500 times. And then we were like, oh, there she is.
That would have been the best. I would have been like, oh my God, all this information's useful.
Yeah.
The moment I entered the crew hallway, I made straight for the door of the number 2 room. How did you know it was the... Sigma, you can't just
It's fine. Well, it's the first door on the right. That's what people always try, right?
I guess. That's where the bathroom always is.
Let's go.
Alice should be in here. I swallowed and threw open the door.
I thought he was going to say I swallowed and threw up. I was like, okay. We haven't even... Oh, wow.
Hey, there she is.
We're going to see her suicide.
Great. Alice, so you were here. As I spoke, her eyes turned toward mine, but I didn't get the feeling that they were looking at me. Her skin was pale and sickly, and one of her hands held the scalpel like I'd caught her in the middle of something.
What
Surgery?
Are you doing here?
It's okay. I'm just here to help you.
Oh no, your chair just developed the loudest squeak ever. You're hearing that?
Yeah.
Every time you talk, you headbutt forward and it squeaks again. Oh no.
I'll stop.
Help me? What do you mean?
Just let go of that scalpel.
No. You need it to get this bracelet off.
Huh?
What, by killing yourself?
Remember what Zero Jr. told us? The bracelet
don't
comes
flashback.
off when your heart stops. So I just have to...
That's not very good logic. Are we not going to stop her?
Stop! Before I even finished the word, I was running.
I hope.
I grabbed both her arms and wrenched them back, pulling the blade away from her chest. Stop.
No!
Wait.
Go.
Isn't it trippy as hell to see animation in this game sometimes?
It's more trippy.
You're like, oh my god.
It's more trippy because they say things after the animation, not during it.
Yeah.
Which is kind of jarring because it's like, wait, why don't you? That's like, is
well,
that the point?
they have to show the full GIF first, and then dialogue can happen.
I know, but it's like, wouldn't you say the dialogue mid?
I like that this entire image is just a series of GIFs and like PNGs. Like that's the whole video game.
This game was literally made with Tumblr.
I mean, technically it's 3D when you go to whenever you're in an escape room.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't see that on Newgrounds back in the 90s.
That's at least 16 rooms.
I have to do this. I can't take it anymore. This whole thing is like a nightmare I can't wake up from. The only way I'm going to get out of here is to die.
I never related to Alice so much in my life.
I'm looking at you, you're like, oh, it's saying it. It's saying it out loud for me.
Knock it off. Oh my god, shut up, writer. Like, with a grunt, I tore the scalpel from her hands. Okay. You should probably kick it away like a gun. Pant, pant, pant. It was a second before I felt a burning pain in my left hand. I'd apparently cut myself getting the damn thing away from her. Very quickly, I progressed from a dull throbbing to a line of pain across my palm.
Oh my god, is he gonna have robot hands?
That'd be...
Was I right the first time?
Wait, what? I clenched my teeth and squeezed my hand tight. No, what? How would cutting your hand require your arms being lobbed off? Like...
No, but like, you might... What if he looks inside the cut and it's like Terminator hand?
Just looks down, he's like, hasta la vista, baby!
They would help explain why he's like a copy of another character.
He's not.
In some way he is.
Keith, that timeline...
In some way, one or the other one is a copy of the other one.
That timeline never happened.
Sigma K is here in every timeline.
No one talks about it.
I know that, but he's here.
No one.
So we know that.
Keith, no one even talks about the Cogni robot. Nothing matters, really.
Yeah, that boy, oh boy. By the way, like, I really wish this game had, like, even if there was just as many branches, just have them happen in a more vertical timeline. You know what I mean?
No, you know what I wish? I wish there was like Phoenix Wright style.
Can you imagine if there was like a couple, like 3 branches per like part of the timeline? Then you would go vertically down more, and there'd be a few more branches down there, meaning you're in a different scenario now, as like 999.
Yeah.
As opposed to like, no, all 12 of these timelines exist in the same part of the timeline. Because yeah, that would mean that we like, oh shit, we learned about the Cockney robot, and then the story would move forward.
Yes.
Instead of looping forever. Like you could do time travel storylines without this.
You know what?
Like, you could time travel, like, if somebody was, like, ignoring the advice of how to play a David Cage game and was rewinding time in the flowchart whenever they didn't like what happened. Like, and we were doing that for a game. Like, that'd be, like, closer to the experience. Like, I didn't like how that character died. Rewind in the flowchart of Detroit and, like, change the thing. Like, that'd be actually more satisfying. Oh, no, she fell.
I just want it to be, like, I think it would be better if it was, like, Phoenix Wright. Where
how would she just pass out?
I don't know. Where she has, where like
we have to like solve a level essentially, and then you can move forward.
Yeah, when you come to a situation, you have all these memories based on the like you have like little pictures that show scenes based on memories that you've had.
It'd be cool if you had a. It'd be cool to be like a time cop.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Detective, where like you go forward in time, a bad thing happens. You're like, okay, I need to figure out points in the past to branch to solve whatever happened to stop it from happening, and then you move forward in your life. You know what that game's called?
What?
The Sexy Brutale. A series of levels where you go from one level to another, and then each time you solve a thing, you go on to the next level, and you can then figure out how to solve that murder. And like, as opposed to this,
you know what?
Every time I come up with an explanation that's more fun, that game exists, and I've played it. Between Omen Sight and Sexy Brutale, there's a lot of actually really elegant indie games that have tackled time travel a number of ways.
God, you know what? I can only pray that maybe it was because they played this game and went, wow, this is the worst way I could ever imagine telling a story like this.
People seem to really like it, so what if I show them a good version?
Bless their soul. Bless their soul for having a good cause in life.
Go for it.
She didn't respond when I shook her. But leave her alone. She's like insane right now. Why would you try to wake her up?
What I'm curious is why she passed out when she didn't get stabbed or anything.
Hey, are you alright? Alice, say something. You can just check her pulse. There was a moment of terror before I realized she was still breathing. I don't know why, but it seemed she'd only passed out. Shit, what am I supposed to do now? Oh man. Maybe the infirmary? It's got all those medical things.
Thanks, Sigma. God damn it. How is he not infecting himself by carrying him?
I don't think that's how it works.
How does anyone know how it's infected people in the first place?
Really? I don't even think the writer knows how it's infecting people.
I would be concerned about like carrying Alice from place to place with a wound. Like an open wound.
Well, yeah, but she doesn't have an open wound. Only you do.
Yeah, but she's just contagious in general, probably. And he's got an open wound on his hand, on the palm, where he'll probably make contact at some point.
I mean, maybe we'll
this is the timeline where we get Radical 6.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe we just get it.
Or we have robot hands.
Buoyed by adrenaline, I hefted Alice's body and took off toward the infirmary.
I'm still waiting for him to look at his hand, and it's like... in the inside.
It's not going to happen.
We'll see.
It's Luna.
It's got to be Luna or Sigma, right? Mm-hmm. Like, who else would it be? I don't know where the Luna ending is on the map.
Please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear
Can you skip this?
The Atom has finished scanning out.
Yep.
I was gonna say, this is familiar.
They're really
coming up Sigma, huh?
Everything's coming up Sigma.
That really undoes the progress. Like, the fact that we had to do a magical revelation just to get to a scene that we then can skip because we've seen it before really undoes the gravity of it.
What a lucky man you are.
He says knowing he planted murder bombs everywhere.
Are you like, are you insinuating that I knew where she was? Because you're right, sir, because I've been through enough fields to know that you're the bad guy.
This goddamn my lady pose.
Right, milady.
We're gonna be playing against Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally. That means if she stays here, the two of you are gonna be sitting pretty. Especially you, Sigma.
Wait, what?
After all, you've got 6 BP right now.
Are you saying I'm gonna choose betray?
I mean, well, in one timeline.
If you do, you'll get what you need to escape.
You bastard. There's no way I'd do that.
Is that so?
Yes, it is so. For one, I'm not the only one making this decision. Luna's my partner, and she'll be in the AP room with me.
Oh no, we have to disappoint Luna again.
No, we don't.
These timelines.
Does this timeline branch, or is it just linear?
Yeah, there's a branch down there.
Is there?
Yeah, there's always a branch when we get to the AP room.
Okay.
This one's short. They never made the decision for us, have they?
I don't know. You really think she'd just stand by and let me do something like that? Back me up here, Luna.
Well, actually, I was planning to let you make the decision.
See? Told you. You can lie to us if you want, but you can't lie to yourself.
Wait. No, it's the opposite.
Ooh, Andrew. So, if Luna is a robot and can't harm anyone, but also has to preserve herself,
that's why she lets everyone else make the decision?
She probably can't vote AB room because there's no right answer in most cases.
Yeah.
Especially when they're in a situation where if you... like where like a defensive betray might be mandatory to save the life of the person from the other person attacking you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But also could kill the person that you're defending yourself from if that's not how it goes. Like if she's a robot, then she would have like a problem where she can't vote because every answer would violate her rules.
But the important thing here though, Keith, is she a cogni robot?
I mean, we can tell she's not from her speaking.
I mean, maybe she just is. She's hiding.
I bet that Luna, when she's alone, defaults. She always, I think that whenever she's alone, she always votes ally because she doesn't vote. I think she just stands there.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say.
Just does vote.
I thought you were gonna say when she's alone, she uses her cogni accent.
No, I think if she's the robot, I think she always allies when she's alone because she doesn't vote at all. Because she can't bring herself to, because every answer violates the programming.
That's a good theory. I like it.
We'll have to see.
I mean, I'm down for the cause. I'll agree. But I want to point out that what he said was a complete farce. That I can't lie to you because you literally just called me out on my lie, and I can lie to myself because that's like literally how memory works. Is that you lie to yourself about the situation.
I mean, really, ultimately, Dio doesn't. For Dio's game there. It doesn't matter if he's right or not. The real thing is to call us out publicly so that everyone thinks that we might do it, and that like affects what we might do. That's his strategy, is to manipulate us into doing one thing or another by calling us out.
Joke's on you, Dio. We have the full timeline. What?
If I might make a suggestion, what if Sigma and Luna both remained here?
Then we all die.
Should all three of you abstain, then you would all be guaranteed to ally, correct?
Time to teach them the thing.
Nope, doesn't work like that.
Why not?
Here, Take a look at this paper I decided not to give any of you when we were trying to vote in the
that
AB
I'm just
game.
bringing up now in a situation that kind of makes it seem like we just made this.
Yeah.
It's a lie.
I pulled the crap of paper we found out of my pocket.
The crap.
Huh?
Goddamn crap paper. Yeah, this is the part about how you're an asshole, Dio.
What's this?
We found it when we went to the archives.
There wasn't anything like this in the pantry.
Nothing in the garden either.
That's a fair game. What kind of game would only tell one person the rules?
You know what? You know what game would do that? 999. Everyone Snake had the rules, and only he could read them in Braille, because that was some odd bullshit too. That was actually pretty fucked up, Zero.
Okay, but to be fair, only Snake knew the rules at that point then. Like, literally everyone else was on an equal playing field because no one else knew the rules. Only one person did.
Up shit. I'm not sure why Santa did that, actually.
Also, there was no real...
Do you think you know why Santa did that?
Yes.
Because I don't think I know.
I think he did it because he would, like, well, he's not going to leave with Ace, who's going to not tell anybody anything.
Also, having one arm really reduces your... I feel like that it reduces your efficiency at, like, reading Braille.
Why?
Because you don't have another... Your other hand can't, like, sense things. So you're like in even more trouble for reading Braille.
Why don't you just put the paper in your fake hand and then just run your hand
I've seen
over
people read Braille with like 2 hands.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I feel like that must help on some level. And it's like he's extra like, oh, because he also doesn't have his left hand, I think, or his right hand.
Yeah, I just assumed he put the paper in his hand and then just like feels over it. Or he's doing it like
it's an option,
or like a phone where he has it in his hand, he just thumbs over it, and he's like, "Yeah, something about rules."
I've seen people run over Braille with both hands, with like all their fingers and stuff. I think like just using all of them might help you sense more of it because you're feeling it all out in the first place. I don't know if it helps with speed or accuracy, but either way, like also not having a hand is not helpful as far as I can tell.
Have they ever done that? Like, have they done competition where it's like they have a person
speed reading in Braille?
Yeah, well, I want to see somebody if like, can you read Braille? Well, no, like seriously, can you read Braille faster than someone reading text with their eyes? Like, because I wonder if
I doubt it.
Well, I wonder if being able to feel something.
I get the feeling that Braille might be kind of one of those like really inefficient ways of writing something, but it's a way that it's like one of the only solutions they have. I kind of don't think that Braille is going to be more efficient than letters.
I don't know. I just, it was a thought that popped in my head. It's like, I wonder if you could just like speed read with Braille, being like feeling your thumb over it, and you're like, and he went to the store, and like someone's reading it is like, and he went to the, damn it, that was really
yeah. No, I think fingertips and feeling is, I think that's less reliable to read at higher speeds than just eyes.
I mean, look,
people could speed read pretty fast.
I've touched
people
Braille
can
things.
Speed read with their eyes like faster than you could really even move with your hands.
Well, yeah, but yeah, I guess it's true.
Like speed reading is already pretty fast.
Well, okay, I guess to reiterate that competition would be to speed read a document and then recall that document from memory, which I wonder if maybe Braille would be easier because you're feeling it, so you have like a more sensation with your words rather than when you read something where you have to just speak it to yourself aloud.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Any case. I guess they only put one in the archives. Is that true? Isn't there a piece of paper in multiple different rooms that we just don't go to?
I think
selections?
If I were to guess, and I don't know if this is true or not, I think that chromatic door, all of its rooms have the paper.
Okay.
That'd be my guess, because it always comes up.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, but not everyone goes to the archives.
I think one particular room has, I think one particular route, all 3 of them have the paper.
Okay. Whatever. I'll just read it for you. Oh, okay, you can skip this.
Here's the rules.
Get it? The whole team can't abstain.
That means either Dio or Tenmyoji's going to have to vote then, and they're playing against Alice. Oh. I guess playing against is a little generous.
Wait, I stand to gain nothing from... Wait, yeah, you stand to gain everything from this, Dio. What the fuck? So Alice is guaranteed to vote ally, which means that if Dio picks betray...
Knock it off. You trying to get back at me for what I said earlier?
We're literally just showing how you're in the exact same situation.
Yeah, I'm just...
But you're blaming us to deflect blame from yourself, just like when you murder Luna. Where he accuses everyone of murdering Luna except him when he's holding the murder weapon a minute ago.
Why am I gonna choose betray? You do know her BP's at 1, right? What do you think would happen to her if I did that?
You literally planted bombs in this building everywhere.
Ah.
Don't worry, I saved this.
Jesus. I was looking down at my tablet. I hear like, ah! And I'm like, ah! What happened? I was like, did Alice wake up? Like, what's going on? I wouldn't put it past you.
What?
Cool it, boys. Don't worry. I'm gonna be in that room too. I'd planned to stay here with Quark just to make sure he was safe. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that luxury.
Oh, okay.
Can't trust Dio to make a decision for all three of us. That means we're gonna be sharing a room, bucko. I've got my eye on you.
Hey, Tenmyoji, do that thing you did last time where you just punch him in the face and run. Oof. Yeah. He did that last time when somebody else had to run for it, and
super sucker punched
Dio. He was relying us to run for it or something, or someone else.
No,
he was Clover. It was Clover who had to run for it. So like right now, Dio, the Tenmyoji, just have that a day again. Punch him in the gut and run. You can do it. He'll never see it coming. We know it because he never does. I don't think he's very force sensitive.
Happy now, Sigma?
Yeah, thanks. It's a relief.
Exactly.
Oh man, everybody's against me.
Yeah, because you're a mass murderer. Just so we're clear, you're a mass murderer.
I don't want to say nothing to your face, but
I think 10 people's a mass murder.
But like, look, I'm gonna be serious with you here. I'm trying to like find the deactivation codes for the bombs you planted because you planted like 4 of them, and use a bad guy. So yeah, everyone's against you.
Whatever shall I do?
Get punched in the chest right now.
Can't be too careful.
Oh, is he gonna do
I
it?
wouldn't want to see Alice killed by an unfortunate accident.
What do you mean, accident?
What?
Punch him out, Tenmyoji. Punch him out. Punch him out. Punch him out.
Oh, Tenmyoji, before we went into the CDs, you told Alice there was something you wanted to tell her. What was it?
Huh? Oh, that, well, I mean, look, it wasn't important. Just forget about it.
Okay.
I'm Santa. I ran the previous game. Too bad I told the person who's unconscious now.
Clover and I will stay here and keep an eye on Alice and Quark.
Holy fuck, everyone is staying
Everyone
behind.
else needs to go.
Yeah, this is like the least what's it called? The least participated AB game.
Yeah.
Yeah. If something does happen, Clover might need a hand.
Which last time was true too, and that's why it led to like an almost exclusively ally one.
Yeah. Aren't you a solo? You're playing against Kay and Quark, but with Quark out, that means Kay would get to decide this whole round.
Why does she have to stay behind?
That you trust me?
Yes.
We'll teach you not to do that.
Even though I have 6 BP.
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa, are you nuts? What happens when he gets 9 BP?
Then you're stuck in here, Dio, you piece of shit.
I would say it's almost like a character break that she's suddenly trusting in this situation.
I am a little upset.
Because in a bunch of other timelines, she super does not trust people in this exact situation.
Not only does she not trust
she doesn't
people-
have a reason to stay here.
Yes. Yes.
But maybe it's because she's seen another timeline. Because that could be the case.
I'm also
'Cause she's
more
been
upset
doing
that she betrayed us.
Yeah.
Like, she betrayed us, but she's trusting Kay.
Well, I'm way more bothered by the fact that we betrayed her for no reason, and our character isn't even like, I betrayed her because I got it back at her. Like, not even that. I'm like, you fucked up the paradox that makes this fun, game. Stop it.
I'm not worried. Kay won't betray me.
How can you know that?
I guess she doesn't know about all the timelines where Kate betrays people to escape and runs away.
I don't want to talk about it, but yeah.
You just know? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Whoa. Had something happen between Fi and Kay while they were out exploring?
I understand. I can hardly betray trust like that, can I? I will vote for our team.
Good. We're counting on you.
I've had enough of this bullshit.
I guess they also don't know about all the different timelines where someone's like establishes clearly how the vote's gonna work out, and they're like, technically I didn't say that. I just broke Andrew a little bit.
I hate this kid.
We need to hurry.
You're like so not wrong, it upsets me. It's just like, it seems a little illogical. Getting out of here, 6 BP. Like, it's like,
I just said everything except for the promise of actually not betraying you.
yeah, everyone has like these weird guideline stipulations where it's like, Well,
and it's like all of them except for Luna, basically. Like every single one of them has done it, so we hate everybody except like Luna and Quark, who's not a character, basically.
Well, Quark has never participated in any AB game but one.
90% of Quark's dialogue was that one paper he gave us, the 20-page novel.
Oh right, we don't like him because he did that, and he was like, "This is gonna make you understand why he chose to betray." It's actually a good thing he betrayed you to die. Yeah, and I was like, what? Because he bought you a root beer float? Where's mine?
Where's mine?
What the
fuck? I mean, where we grew up, they were normal, so we don't even need one.
Speak for yourself. I've been trapped in a fucking creepy Saw game for like 24 hours. Maybe I kind of want to relax.
At least one of us didn't grow up. One of us is a robot somewhere, damn it.
I don't want to grow up.
They did not introduce the Cockney robot to then not turn around and at some point make one of the 9 characters a robot. One of them has to be the robot, god damn it. I've been waiting for so long for the answer.
You keep saying that, but like, you know who doesn't have to be a robot? Literally anyone, because
I guess no one has to be a robot, because also no one's a mummy.
Yeah, like,
god damn it.
Like, they're just gonna...
Ice Nine's not even a thing that matters.
They're just gonna whisk it away and be like, I never said anyone was a robot.
That's just a rumor.
I just told you about cybernetic arms.
He's gonna show up in the second game, he's a secret agent, like, yeah, there's this whole rumor around the office that I'm a robot. God damn it.
Of course. We promise.
Could you imagine this?
I like that the response to me saying that's gonna happen was like, of course, we promise.
I want to imagine like Ace is in jail and he's like, I'm not a bad guy. I never kidnapped kids. You can't prove it.
It was the mummy that did it.
Yeah, the mummy did it. It's like, there's no mummy. Exactly. So I didn't clearly kidnap those kids.
I saved us all from Ice Nine.
Fucking, with that, we were off. Off to repeat history. I gave one last quick nod to Fi and Clover before heading back to the warehouse at a dead run. Why? How much time do we have left?
Yes. We made it one room. We made it one room before they had to show.
Look, guys, I'm aware that like the AB rooms are in the warehouse. You could just blank to warehouse A.
It's like the only locations.
Also, I'm not gonna like question you about how they got to the warehouse from the infirmary. Everyone ready? I'm going to open my AB gate. Although I guess it doesn't really matter since Dio already opened one earlier.
Only you and I remain.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Two AB Games gates slid open. We all shared one last look at each other before ducking into our respective rooms. And then monologued for like 10 minutes until the countdown timer was at
the
0.
Conversations with Luna aren't very long usually.
No.
It's like, you do whatever you want to do. I'm trying to hide my robotic programming behind you. Please make decisions for me.
What are you going to do? I mean, how are you going to vote?
No question. If Clover isn't voting, then she's defaulting to ally. Betraying someone who isn't even playing hardly seems fair.
It's called strategy.
Of course, I think so too. I'm just glad to hear you say it.
That's something a robot would say. Luna's face broke into a warm, happy smile. Not to be sappy, but it was like a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. I grinned back at her before I knew what I was doing. For a minute, the Nonary Game didn't seem so scary. Then she spoke.
Sigma, what's wrong with your hand?
Dun 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 dun! Or is it just the blood?
White on it.
Oh!
I can't believe our hand got infected that quickly. It already has pus coming out? That's so gross. I'm so sorry, Luna. I didn't mean to show that to you. There's what?
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, we're a synth.
We're a fucking synth. We have white blood.
Wait, so is the blood that's running through the cybernetic hands not actually real blood? It's like...
No, it has to be... No, the blood in our hands has to be real blood because it's the same blood that runs through the rest of our body, which is why if you inject it, it goes to the rest of our body. So either we're all we're probably all robot.
Wait.
Oh my god, we're the Cockney robot.
Wait, how does robots travel through... Wait, how does robots retain memories through alternate timelines? Wait, AI can do that? Is that the whole gimmick? Is that an AI is retaining memory through timelines?
Maybe.
But wait, if Sigma's an AI, then how is Sigma in the next game?
Maybe
because that game takes place in the past.
Maybe that's K.
How did
maybe because K is also
me?
Sigma, so maybe the K Sigma's the one that's in the prequel game.
Made a mistake.
He might be a robot.
Go on, fading away. I don't get it.
Maybe everyone's a robot, but they have red fake blood. I don't know why his fake blood's white.
Why would you make a robot with white blood?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it so hard?
So that he could be dramatically revealed to be a synth?
Yeah, but like, isn't it?
It's literally just a plot logic. It's just movie logic.
But like, wouldn't it make more sense to just dye the blood red?
It's like I said, it's pure movie logic. It's just so it can be a reveal. That's the only reason. Yeah, it makes perfect. We fucking dye our completely disposable like Coca-Cola to be a specific color. Like all of our fucking soda is dyed.
Yeah.
You wouldn't dye the fake robot blood to make it look more human when you made so much work to make everything else look so human.
When you went through so much effort to make sure that Sigma didn't know he was a robot. So you did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't
it's just like in Detroit where like we tried so hard to make them look so human that they literally passed the Turing test, but we made the blue blood. The blood's blue. Fuck it.
Also, I'm kind of upset now because if he is a robot, then is that invalidating all of our knowledge? Because then we have access to the database with all the other robots on it, which means we're probably gathering the information from those databases.
We might be building a morphogenetic AI so that some company somewhere can like harness the power of morphogenic fields.
But how would that even... What?
I don't know. Wait, let's wait for the reveal, I guess.
What?
I think we might be full robot, because why would our blood be white? They said that the arm is tied to your circulatory system.
Yeah, but like...
So the blood wouldn't be white unless there's other shit that's in our body. Well, okay, so it could not be it might not be our blood that our circulatory system's attached to, which might not be that many veins. There might be it might just be the major arteries and not like a full thing.
Okay.
There might be a bunch of mushy white shit inside our hand besides that. Maybe if you cut deeper, you cut like an actual vein and start really bleeding, which would be a problem because I don't think a fake hand would heal.
Yeah, I don't.
Which that's a whole other can of worms. Is that normal people can like heal and clot, but like if you have a weird fake hand with just like an open fucking artery inside of it, and that like gets ruptured, do you just bleed out really quickly as like all your blood leaves your body through this hole that will never heal?
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not really getting the why you would have blood go through a fake arm. That just seems like a really dumb idea.
The best I can think of is that organic material is the only way they could make your brain control it, but I don't know.
No, because it's not even real nerves. The nerves are what control it, not the blood. You don't need blood for...
Yeah, I don't know. It might be that the only way to make the nerves work with your brain was to make them organic nerves, and the only way to make the fake organic nerves work was to give them fake organic blood that pumps. But even then, I don't know why it has to be attached to your heart blood. Because it could have its own internal pumping
I researched this, actually. I did a lot of research.
I guess it'd have to go to your heart blood because it'd have to reach your lungs. I guess it'd have to be in your main blood because it'd have to reach your lungs to get oxygen in the first place.
But I did research on this a while ago because I thought about why don't we just...
Don't people say that you get nerve damage? Like, isn't nerve damage one of the things that happens when you are oxygen starved for a while?
Yeah, you can get nerve damage, but you can create there's a way that you can synthetically create nerves by using cables rather than actual like nerves.
Yeah, just some sort of other thing that conducts electricity.
It just has to conduct electricity, which means that you could just have fake wired nerves that connect to your real nerves, and the real nerves are already getting blood because it's part of your wherever the arm isn't. So
we should wait for the reveal because it might be white stuff from something else. That's not even from our hand.
Could be from Alice.
Although it's probably from our hand because we cut ourselves there. Really
Sigma, did you jerk off while like holding Alice? That's really gross.
Like this is the final chapter of the Sigma's a pervert saga of this game, and we're like overanalyzing it, and it's actually pervy as fuck.
I would be so mad. What the hell is this? For the first time since I'd found Alice in the crew quarters, I looked down at my hand, which no one else in the entire infirmary noticed. Across the palm was some sort of strange white liquid. For a moment, I thought I'd somehow touched some white paint or something similar.
I can make portals on my hands.
Oh. I don't want things coming through my hand. It's kind of scary.
Nah.
But the truth was far stranger. The liquid was coming from my hand. Yeah, we
Somehow this is the only timeline where we're wounded.
Yeah,
That's next level.
That's pretty impressive. It was coming from the cut I'd given myself when I grabbed the scalpel away from Alice.
Wait, haven't we been stabbed before?
No.
I feel like we've been like stabbed in the leg or something before.
No,
I guess
we've never been physically, or we've never been stabbed. We've just been like either hurt, like punched or knocked out or poisoned. Remember, because that's how
we've been killed by the bracelet a lot.
Yeah.
Which, if it's the synthetic arms, apparently still reaches your heart.
Which is why
it still works.
Yeah.
But why is the white blood white? I don't know.
But why? I mean, he's asking too.
Yeah.
We all trying to figure out.
Where was the blood?
Where was the blood?
There will be blood.
I felt very odd, so I felt a very odd sort of fear begin to wrap its hand around my throat. Quickly, I held my palm against my chest. I shouldn't have let Luna see that.
It was kind of hard to avoid. They saw it first.
Yeah, it's nothing. I went to the pantry while I was looking for Alice.
Wait, what the fuck?
Chotomate.
I'm sorry. I need to argue for a second about the timeline here.
Yeah.
About how this happened. So he cut himself before the entire scene that happened in the hospital room.
Yes.
The part which I'll remind you was so long, we fast forwarded through it for like a minute straight before the actual conversation happened.
Yes.
Because there's the whole part where like they scan people, like the scan's done, and they talk about Radical 6, all this other shit happens that we fast forwarded through, and then the long ass scene we talked through also happened.
Yeah.
And no one noticed his hand was covered in white?
No.
Including Sigma, who cut his hand and has been bleeding actively and can feel the blood and is not even tried to look at his hand a single time in this entire segment, even when carrying another human.
Yes.
All this happens without him looking at his hand a single time.
Yes.
He's not human. This is beyond like, oh man, Sigma, you're not a PhD student, you liar. This is like, you're not a human. This is not normal behavior. None of his behavior makes sense.
I mean...
But if Sigma's a robot...
God damn it.
That might be why he never hits anyone.
Why?
Hasn't he never hurt anyone ever? Even though he's Macho Man, which we complain about a lot? And also there's a timeline where he won't even question the idea of like he cannot stop himself from staying behind to die when other people are going to die for reasons he can't stop anyway. Well, that's his insane robot programming. Except that would contradict why he can... the voting thing, which I'm still not sure about.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There was some milk and I spilled it.
Yeah, that's totally milk.
It sounded even stupider as I said it.
Yeah, the milk's just been staying in my hand for the last hour. It just does that.
Yeah.
Like milk. It was bad milk. It's really bad milk.
Yeah.
Don't lie to
no,
Luna.
so that means Luna's not a robot. She is just
Oh, Jesus, Sigma, no.
Just shut up.
Oh.
It's fine, all right? I'm fine. Leave me alone.
Close the door, Mom. I'm studying.
Then why is your pants off? Just close the door.
It's an anatomy study. For art?
For art? Question mark?
You do anatomical studies.
I regretted the words the moment they were out of my mouth, but something was wrong, very wrong, and my head was spinning.
Sigma.
By the way, I want to point out that before this whole conversation happened, 2 minutes remaining.
Yes. Always. Oh man. I'm so sorry. Just don't worry about it, okay?
30 seconds remaining.
That was only 90 seconds?
Closes.
That's
damn.
Impressive. Because certainly everything else takes forever. There was no time left. I had a vote. I turned and faced the machine.
I mean, by our standards, there's 29 seconds left.
Yeah. I took a few deep breaths, but the chaos in my mind refused to calm itself. Calm down, just calm down. You need to think about the AB game right now. Just forget about your hand.
Yeah, it's easy. Just forget about how you're not a human.
You know, just vote with your hand.
He's really forgetting really hard right now.
Who was I kidding? There was no way I could forget about something like that.
You don't have to forget about it, you just have to press a button.
Yeah, you just have to press...
And then go back to panicking.
10 seconds remain.
Okay, seriously, if you don't press the button, you die.
Yeah, like, did you not do this right now?
You have to press the button or die.
8.
Luna, press the button. Luna, press the button, please.
She's just like,
Luna, press the button.
well, if we don't, it just defaults to ally, which is what we were supposed to pick.
And then we die because the other person's not voting.
I thought you had to just be in the AB room.
No.
You have to press it?
You have to vote.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna betray.
Oh no.
Because it's like the really short timeline. No. So just get that out of the way.
What if it's not? What if ally's the actual, like...
We'll be at 9, and they never let us do that.
Yeah, well, they could.
No one trusts us having 9 points.
Well, you're right.
The question is, do you think that people can jump high because we're on Mars, or because we're all robots? And that's why we can jump so high.
We better not all be robots, or else I'd be like really fucking upset.
That's the question right now: is Phi a robot or just having space gravity?
I feel like we all would have noticed space gravity, right?
That's what's weird, right? Is that the go-to explanation of her high jumps that she keeps doing over and over again would be that we're on like Mars's moon or whatever the fuck is going on, or the moon.
Or the moon.
Yeah, Luna. That would explain her high jumping, except the part where no one else does it. Maybe she just has robot legs. Maybe we feel like we know each other because we have cybernetic arms and she has cybernetic legs because we got them at the same place.
Got them at the same place. What, like it fucking?
Except that's probably not the case because we probably know each other either because of the morphogenic fields making it feel like we do, or because of the prequel game. I don't know. Except I think the prequel game might be K, but I'm not sure. I can't tell.
I'm pretty sure the prequel
Everything's
game
confusing.
is not us. There's
it
no
could
way.
Be.
Thank you, Ambidex Game.
Thank you, Ambidex Game.
Ambidex Game doing the freaky shit.
Luna and I stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others filing out of their rooms as we did.
Why?
You'll see why. I didn't have an answer for her. All I could think about was that white liquid. I need to get the hell out of here. What was it? Some kind of discharge? Blood? No, it couldn't be blood. Blood wasn't white. That was insane.
Yeah, dummy.
Okay, dummy.
Try washing your hands, and then you'll know what the wound looks like. And then you'll see a Terminator hand inside.
Dun 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 dun. That's not my hand. I was lost in thought when Luna spoke.
I needed to find Sean Connor.
I'm going to the infirmary.
Okay. Huh?
Now I have to look at the results. Oh, I guess we know them.
Don't you want to see the results?
I already know what they're going to be.
Oh. Her usual warm personality seemed to have gone cold. Whether it was because I had chosen betray or because she noticed that something was wrong with my body, I couldn't say. Definitely the betray. Yeah, it was all the betray, Sigma. She's a very simple girl, and with that she was gone.
He's like, I can't interpret her complex emotions of the part where I betrayed her trust.
Human emotions, not understanding.
Human emotions. Immediately he's like thinking like a robot the moment.
I turned back to the projection. With heavy steps, I headed toward K, Dio, and Tenmyoji.
We're now down to 4 out of 9 people looking at the results.
I'm looking forward to everyone looking at us really angered. I like angrily.
Ambidex Game will now be displayed. Please stop.
Ba-dong. It's such a small list of people. Why doesn't it show our face in those moments?
I don't want to.
It only shows people who aren't Sigma.
I don't want to see my face.
We're the only betrayal.
I don't want to see my face.
Bum 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 bum.
No.
What are we? 9 points. Fuck y'all.
We gonna
peace
look.
out.
Wait. Oh, never mind.
Except all the men are here to stop us.
Go.
But we're a Terminator, so fuck them.
What if we just like suddenly unlock our robotic potential and just punch people across the room? That'd be ridiculous.
It's we act suddenly we're that one the insane robots from the bouncer.
Yeah,
the whip arms and shit. Like,
please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Sigma has 9 BP?
Yeah.
See? I told you!
Yeah.
The bastard's finally showing his true colors.
Yeah.
What the hell are you doing?
Why don't we just use the excuse that everyone else uses, which is like,
It was her. She did it.
No, just be like,
it was an act.
Just be like, yo, there's like a murderer here, guys. You don't know about planting bombs everywhere? I gotta go.
It works when you're not Sigma, dummy.
Yeah, apparently.
Clover isn't even voting.
I have misjudged you.
Yeah.
I never thought you would do something so cowardly.
Then don't look in the mirror, okay? Because you're me. Like,
he's like, what?
He's like, what? There was nothing I could say. I had chosen betrayal of my own volition. But had I really? Had I really pressed that button of my own free will?
Oh my god, we're gonna argue about the concept of free will. I guess that's one way to... Sometimes I feel like the reason why people make the argument that free will doesn't exist is so that they can then be like, hey, look, I'm not to blame for anything I do.
Yeah,
now
like,
I can just not feel guilty ever.
Right?
Like an asshole.
I love that. But had I really pressed the button of my own free will, if the more I thought about it, the more I felt as if some other force had guided my hand to the button.
He looks to the camera, like as if there was somebody holding some kind of controller. Or Vita.
It'd be really untimely if they just like, he just looks and he's like, it's almost like someone in some foreign land was playing this game.
Reading computer's location. Country of origin.
Where is this Japan it speaks of? Perhaps it had been fear.
In the foreign country of Earth.
That would be the weirdest line to hear from an alien. Because, like, one, why do you know what a country is? That's like a... That's,
and why are you so wrong?
And also, how did you fuck it up? Like, a planet is not a country, sir. I was scared by the white fluid that had appeared on my palm. Maybe that had been the tipping point, and I had decided that I had to escape as soon as possible. Damn the consequences. Wait, so Sigma being like a pervert is programmed into him?
We'll have to see.
Also, it didn't hurt when Clover punched him? Like, isn't he made of metal?
Right now, it was actually interesting is he's kind of doing the phantom hand syndrome thing or whatever it's called.
Oh, phantom pain?
No, no, not that one. The one where your hand is not being controlled by your brain anymore.
Okay.
You know what that is? I don't know. I don't think I'm calling it the right thing, but
when your hand's not being controlled by your brain anymore?
Yeah, have you never heard of that?
Like spasms?
No, like the left and right part of your brain are connected, and sometimes they sever that connection in order to deal with like other psychological problems or like that.
Yeah.
But what happens sometimes is then like the other part of your body will like, sometimes your other hand will like your non-dominant hand will move without you telling it to.
Okay.
And they found that like it'll move without that person's knowledge, and and then the other part of his brain will just try to rationalize it afterwards. So he'll try to come up with reasons for why he did that.
What?
And that's kind of what's happening here, is like he did a thing because we made him, and now he's trying to rationalize the real reason he did it, because he has to reconcile why he did a thing.
Is that like a real thing you're telling me? Like people actually just like their hand just does something and they're just like, huh, I guess I just kind of sneezed or whatever.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
I don't think. Wait, does that work for people who are like ambidextrous?
I don't think I don't know if it was necessarily your dominant hand or not, or if it's just like which brain side it is that you're.
Oh.
Like
I'm curious to know like how.
That's a whole rabbit hole of research to do later.
Yeah,
that's a long topic.
Well, I'm wondering how you could figure out if that's happened to you before. Because like
I don't think this is the thing you come back from. I think
I know, but like
you're pretty stuck with it if it happens.
But I think your memory just like wipes it, right? Your brain just goes like.
I don't think you become. I don't think you become permanently unaware of your hand not being controlled by you. I don't think that happens on that level.
No, I'm just saying, like, can you remember a time that happened? Because if you rationalize it away, then your brain will store that in its memory as like a normal thing, and then forget about it because it's nothing to think about.
No.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I don't think you would rationalize it and then make so little of the thought that you just somehow forget that have like brain damage or whatever.
Huh.
That's not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, I can't recall a time that's ever happened, but like, that's all it was, right? A nightmare. It couldn't be real. We've been saying that since we started. White blood was insane, impossible. Why don't you just have Luna scan you with the atom? Wouldn't the atom just show? Because that's the picture that was shown when it showed the cybernetic arm.
White blood's not literally impossible. There is actual white blood in everyone.
Not that much.
I know.
Like
he's a little low.
That's like an intense immune system. Like,
yeah.
fuck.
Oh, it's an overdrive.
I mean, somebody ain't getting cancer. Somebody ain't getting anything. They're gonna be dying soon because their white blood cell count is gonna start killing everything in its body. Like,
I think the red blood cells are kind of important because they carry the oxygen and whatnot.
Oh, I think the whites just kill all the oxygen. There's like,
oh no, the white cells are taking over.
That was when I looked up and saw the others staring at my hand.
He's really doing a bad job of not showing this to everyone. What the fuck is wrong with you? He's so bad at this.
I quickly put my hand back, but it was already too late.
So no one noticed their hand
in the
entire previous scene. Nobody knows. Hey Sigma, your hand's bleeding white.
Hey Sigma, why is there white stuff coming out of your hand?
Sigma, gross. Wash your hand.
Wash your.
Don't do that in public. Not even a single person noticed it, but now everyone's noticing it.
They moved toward me like wolves closing in for the kill.
Sigma? What was that?
He was cut. It must have been blood.
But why was it white?
Isn't that obvious? He's not human.
Look at somebody coming to conclusions that they should come to.
Chotto mate, how do you know that? How do you know I'm not human? Are you also robot? Are you also clone?
Well, I don't think it's a crazy conclusion to draw.
No, I just mean like Dio always talks and says things and then doesn't realize that like if someone just went, yeah, but also you are not human, or also you are thing, because like he's like, he's not human. It's like, but
we need to do the experiment from the thing and cut everyone.
But no, I'm just saying like you can look at Dio and be like, Dio, you're gonna call me not human when you're a clone of like a bunch of other people?
Bow, bow. Well, we don't remember that in this timeline because we suck.
Not human.
No! What are you saying? Of course I'm human. I'm 100% human.
Explain that white stuff.
I swear to God, I have no idea what it is.
When a man loves a woman, but is lonely.
Oof. You have to believe me.
I'm afraid you're not being very convincing.
Says the man in full robotic armor.
That's what he's saying.
Oh, you're one to talk. We can't even see you. You could be a robot. Maybe that's not even a suit. That's just you. Robot you.
Robot you.
No. That seems extremely unlikely.
What?
However bad my amnesia might be, I am quite sure of my humanity.
Seriously, I've got pit sweat like crazy in here.
Excuse me, what? Like, I feel like, no. Because then how do I not know I'm human if I have my full memories? So you're telling me that, like...
he knows there's a person inside the armor because he can feel that much, but he also is being confronted with the idea of Sigma clearly looking like a human and not being able to tell the difference, which would mean that, like... Yeah, that his test, none of their tests was valid, really.
No.
Everyone's just has to cut themselves, and they'd probably be afraid to.
Everyone has to cut themselves.
Yeah, everyone has to get a little cut to see if they have red or white blood, and everyone would be kind of afraid to, because you don't want to know, like, a lot of them would be afraid to even find out, because if everyone else finds out, like, if it goes wrong, and like, oh shit, I am a robot, what the fuck? Then it's like, now everyone knows, and they're all gonna judge you, or kill you, or whatever, because they know.
Why would they kill you? What's the point of killing you?
Because the robots are evil, they're replacing us, oh no.
I'm also part of the game.
Or hey, you're disposable now. Yeah, when they kill you, you get your bracelet. Take it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I'm at risk, meaning I can die. I'm not like a robot that downloads.
Yeah.
Like, why would you put a bracelet on a robot that can just upload itself? Why wouldn't you just... If you were a robot, why wouldn't you just kill yourself and be uploaded back into a server and then get a new body?
Like Dio.
I am, without a doubt, not a robot.
You can't... Then probably just programmed... They probably just programmed you to think that.
All right. It's pretty obvious this guy's dangerous and probably unhinged.
Mm-hmm,
we should take him down.
Okay.
I agree.
Oh, shit, Kay.
Looks like there's no other way. Now that he's got 9 BP from stabbing Clover in the back, there's a good chance he'll try and get out of here by himself.
Is your mouth okay, Tomoyoshi? Hey, hold on a minute. Let's not do anything rash.
God, we suck.
I ran for the door. I didn't have a choice. I spun around and ran for the number 9 door.
No. I don't think so.
What? Bullshit.
Every time.
Bullshit, dude. How did Clover get over there faster than us? We're a robot.
Yeah.
Shit. Let go. Let go of me. I was no match for all three of them. How? Before I could take 2 steps, I was on the floor, pinned. The desperation was only getting stronger. However, and I writhed and twisted in a futile attempt to get free. God damn it, you have to let me go. This is all some kind of mistake. A misunderstanding. It's a conspiracy.
So, there's a conspiracy to turn your blood white?
Yeah.
You're a funny guy.
I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Stop trying to get away. It's over.
Shit. Get off of me. Let me go.
If you won't calm down, then you leave me no choice. I'd hoped we could avoid this.
Avoid what? Killing me? You said you were gonna take me down.
I'm just gonna
Try not to struggle too much.
smack you in the back. No, don't. Oh, he's choking me out.
Try not to struggle too much. What a weird, creepy fucking thing to say.
Yeah, right.
Try not to struggle too much as I choke you to death.
He's not choking me to death. I think he's just choking me out.
They said they were gonna take me down.
Well, yeah, like
and
incapacitate
consciousness
me.
is kind of important for being able to do the puzzles and whatnot.
Yeah, see? Now we're gonna go to the infirmary. They're gonna scan me, find out that I'm a robot.
Oh, let's see this then.
The first thing I felt when I woke up was the hard pain of a bruise all the way across my neck. Kay must have suffocated me.
Jesus, Kay.
Yeah, right. My head felt like it had been stuffed with cotton, and I had to put out a hand to steady myself as I stood up. Where am I? Is this the infirmary? How long had I been out? My foot bumped into something, and I looked down to see the injection gun. A glass vial labeled Soperol was attached to it. The anesthetic. After choking me, they'd made sure I wasn't getting up in the near future. That meant I could have been asleep for a long time. Where is everyone? I glanced around the room.
Wait, did they say it was still sticking out of her leg?
No, it was just on the floor.
Okay. I was like, that's morbid. Just leave it like...
Yeah. It was empty, except for me. What? It was? It took me a moment to realize what was especially odd about that. Even Quark and Alice had disappeared. What the hell's going on? That was when I noticed it. Quark and Alice weren't the only things that had disappeared. You're right. Two other very important things were also gone. My bracelet and my left hand. What? They just like lobbed it off?
They're like, he's a robot anyway, just cut his hand off and we'll take the bracelet. So they're off doing the AB games without us and we can't be penalized anymore. This is a weird ending.
This is not a good sign for them, because now I'm a rogue robot that could just murder everyone.
Yay, we also can't escape.
Well, we can.
Well, unless we get our bracelet back.
Which we can by killing everyone, because we are a rogue robot that was left behind without a hand.
Which means see your hand stump.
Which means we don't have a dying. We can't die. We won't bleed out.
Apparently.
For a long moment, I stared, dumbstruck. What I was seeing couldn't possibly be real. But there was a smooth cross section of my arm where a hand should have been. A thick, white liquid dripped slowly from the stump.
They didn't even like close me up.
Nope.
To assholes.
What is this? Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Let us see it.
Yarg!
Is that pain?
Yeah, or like, I think he's just lashing out.
A
scream clawed its way out of my body, taking my mind with it.
We have confirmed that he feels pain, right?
Yeah. Or something. Then after that, nothing.
Oh, was that the ending?
Yeah. Game over.
We didn't even get to see it. Fucking cheap ass. Draw it, you bastard.
Draw it, you coward.
I want to model a robot with a missing arm. That's work.
I can't make
Instead of work, we could just say it and then have this unsatisfying ending where it just fucking cuts out without getting to see the fucking money shot.
I can't make a leather jacket. That's too extensive. Take it out.
We've done it. All right.
We've only got 3, 4, 5 more routes to go.